I think that teachers need the professional learning to know what is it that you can do with the tools. How can they match what it is that you want to do already in your classroom? I think professional learning that helps to make that match is going to be powerful. But I also think that the key message of any professional learning that comes around with technology integration or engagement, which is what the reason why we're looking at technology integration, I think the critical message to teachers in any of those situations is it's okay for it to completely be a disaster at times. As a principal, I would be more happy with going into a room and seeing that a teacher has tried something new to engage students to see if we can get to some of those strengths that we don't typically get to, and it doesn't go right. Now, that's okay. It's not okay for us to continue doing the same thing that we have always done and ignore those strengths that kids have. Engagement is not optional. How we get there, that's the question mark, but that's the magic of teaching too.
I think really the two biggest supports that staff are going to need, one is the sense of understanding from not just us as administration, but from the district, that it's going to be okay to fail. I think teachers want to always do the best job they can do to support students. But if we're asking students to take risks and get more creative and try new things, it's going to require teachers to do that. So we recognize that there has to be this sense of it's okay to try something new and fail. We're going to try to utilize, again, our PLT structures, and we're working to revamp those to outline some time, because that's the biggest thing. If we're going to ask teachers to redesign lessons where they can be more individualized to students because now they have the access of this technology, it's going to take time for them to do that. So we're going to have to give them the time to collaborate, to plan appropriately, to take what used to be larger, big STEM projects and break them down into a more individualized basis throughout the course of their curriculum. So it's going to take time. And it's just the idea that as we're observing teachers and doing instructional walkthroughs, giving them feedback on what seems to be working well, give them tips, not this is what you're not doing well, how could you do this differently so it could be more effective for your teachers. They have to feel like it's going to be okay if we happen to come in on a day doing an observation and they're doing a new project that they've never done, that it may not go the way they want it to, and that's perfectly okay, because that's what we're trying to instill in our students, that you've got to take risks, you've got to try new things, and greatness may be just down the road. It may be the next iteration of this lesson.
So I guess from the onset on, a recognition that the magic happens in the classroom. The magic doesn't happen at central office. It doesn't happen in my office. It happens with the teacher in the classroom. And that everybody outside that classroom, their primary purpose is to support the teachers and allowing them to do what they do best, to be professionals, to be creative, to let their craft flow.